Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online learning initiative Ekalaiva.
Today, I am going to explain relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Let us consider a particle moving along a circular path of radius r, and the particle which starts moving along the circular path of radius r. So let us consider r be the radius, and here we have taken 2 points A and B. So the particle moves from point A to B in time del t, covering the distance del s. So this will be the displacement. So the particle moves from this point A to B. So the distance moved by the particle is del s in time del t. That is along the arc AB. The angular displacement of the particle is given by, so we know that angular displacement will be del theta. Okay, so can we write it as angular displacement del theta is equal to del s by r. And now we are going to divide both sides by del t. So dividing both sides by del t, we will get del theta by del t is equal to 1 by r del s by del t. And we are going to take the limits tends to 0. So taking the limit del t tends to 0 on both sides, limit del t tends to 0, del theta by del t is equal to 1 by r, limit again del t tends to 0, del s by del t. Okay. So limit del t tends to 0, del theta by del t, which is nothing but d theta by dt. Okay, that is, what is this d theta by dt, which is nothing but our angular velocity, that is rate of change of angular displacement. Rate of change of angular displacement is nothing but angular velocity. Okay, so this is the instantaneous angular velocity because del t tends to 0. Okay, instantaneous angular velocity. At the particular instant, what is the angular velocity? Okay, and limit del t tends to 0. We have one more, del s by del t. This del s by del t is equal to ds by dt, which is nothing but v. That is, this v is the instantaneous linear velocity. The instantaneous linear velocity. So v be the linear velocity, that is instantaneous linear velocity, omega be the instantaneous angular velocity. Okay, so we have, what do you have here? Del theta by del t. So this will become d theta by dt. So we can write it as omega is equal to, that is angular velocity is equal to 1 by r. And again, what do you have here? So this is limit del t tends to 0, del s by del t is nothing but our ds by dt, that is b. So b, okay. So we can write it as v is equal to omega r. Okay, v is equal to omega r. That is linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into radius. Okay, so let me write this in vector notation also. So in vector notation, how can you write this relation? So let me write once again here, children. We got v is equal to omega into r. So v be the linear velocity. Okay, this is a very important relation. Linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into r be the radius. So in vector notation, we have this relation v vector is equal to omega vector cross r vector. Okay, so for a given angular velocity omega, the linear velocity v of a particle is directly proportional to the distance from the center. So this is the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, students.